Happy Monday, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's so good to see you. Woo! Thank God. Happy May. We are rolling in 2021. Thank God for you guys. Continue to heal in your respective lives. Guess what? We have some new subscribers. For all the new subscribers, I refer to you now as part of the healing army. You already been healing in your respective lives, but now we come together in this healing army. What are we trying to heal? Well, we're trying to find the missing fathers. We're trying to get them not to browbeat them down or beat them down. We just want to help them to heal emotionally, to uplift, to encourage, and to empower so they can resume their fatherhood with their seeds, with their children. That's all we're here to do. So welcome to this channel. Thank you for joining this army. We post every Monday, sometimes Wednesday. So please share this information, hit that like button, make sure you hit that, most importantly, that notification bell, bing, and make sure you subscribe. So LinkedIn family, once again, hit that subscribe button. Facebook family, once again, hit that subscribe button. IG and also TikTok or whatever. Just share this information, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get a virtual group for these men so we can help them resume their fatherhood. So look, got that out the way. I want to say thank you for the last video. People have really watched that about how missing fathers impact criminal behavior with their children. But I wanted to kind of follow up on that video and talk about today's exciting video, and that is how police brutality contributes to missing fathers and how it's not held accountable or how it's not really checked. And that's why we still have, obviously, police brutalities against these missing fathers. So us as therapists, as clinicians, we like to unpack things. We like to go a little bit deeper than what's on the surface. We kind of like listen to what's not being said. And in the media, what's being said is, of course, Brother George Floyd. We have Dante Wright. We have all, Breonna Taylor. We have all these killings and police brutality. Of course, we know this has been going since post-slavery, as I mentioned from the last video, and we have a lot of police brutality that is uncalled for. And we have a lot of good police officers out here, which are good and which are great. But just like my brother Muhammad Ali once said when he was interviewed, if you have a lot of snakes that comes before you, first thing you're going to be afraid is which one is poison. We don't know which one is poison, but one of them are. So that's the thing. We have a lot of police officers that are doing a goodwill job, but we're just not certain on which one are the bad police officers, the ones that are not supposed to be protecting and serving, not doing what they're supposed to do. So I did a little bit more research on how this is contribute to the missing father that are out there. So as we know, what's being said and what's on the forefront is that, we have police brutality that leads to, unfortunately, death. And then we have missing fathers that are gone because they leave children behind here on the earth after a police officer has killed them. So I kind of like wanted to understand, because it's like this is a rash of these killings that are going on right now. And it got me perplexed to kind of understand what's not being said. Let's unpack this. Well, what I found out on my journey is that police right now, officers are sign contracts. And when they sign contracts, they have what you call arbitration. Arbitration are simply lawyers that are hired, that are there they just focus on labor laws and focus on the laws. And when a police officer, something happens, like for example, a shooting or killing a missing father or something, what happens, they file an appeal. They go on this investigation and they investigate the crime. And if it's something that, and it's left up to the arbitrator to reprimand the type of consequence. So it could be 15-day suspension. It could be you get fired. It could be whatever decision was, you can get reinstated. So you get fired and get reinstated, And these are left up to these arbitrators. In the police organization, they feel like it's less expensive, less time consuming to go to court. So it goes down to money, which seems like, okay, are we talking about money or are we talking about life? And so I just wanted to give some examples that I wrote down again and took some notes of where this happened, where this arbitration now, they hiring people to be police officers, but at the same time, these arbitration are ones that reinstate these officers that do these things that may unfortunately sometimes leads to death of these missing fathers, and they get back hired once again, and they be police officers once again. And so it's almost like, you know, the parent, you get in trouble, and you know that every time you get in trouble, the only thing the parent gonna do is sit down and talk to you. That's it. That's the only consequence. And you kind of have it in your mind like, okay, well, there's that bit. I'm not gonna get a spanking, or I'm not gonna get my phone taken away. Teenagers, they don't like that. My phone taken away, or I'm not gonna be restricted to the game. So it's like, okay. So it's almost like enabling behavior. It's almost like feeling comfortable, like, okay, if I do that, all I gotta do is go file a complaint and file for arbitration, and then get hurt again, and I get hired again. After I didn't kill somebody, and now he's a missing father that has seeds out here, but yet I'm a father, and I can go home every day. So that's kind of like the underlying reasons behind of how the officers becomes unpunished, that they continue to perpetrate this brutality because they know that if I get fired or get reprimanded, it may be a couple of days suspension or whatever like that, but I'm gonna get reinstated because of the arbitration laws as we have it today. So that's kind of like, that system is kind of like an enabler, and kind of like it's kind of pushing behavior, wrong behavior, as it results to missing fathers. So I want to give you just a couple examples. There was a Seattle police officer fired, you guys, for punching a handcuffed woman in a patrol car. This was in 2004. A woman, handcuffs, and the steering wheel sitting there. He punched her. First of all, I ain't about assault. Nobody should put their hands on nobody, period. But then you have, on top of that, a man hitting a woman. And then you're a police officer that's supposed to be protecting the service. How is that protecting the service? You punch a woman. And then he gets fired, but get reinstated from arbitration with only a 15-day suspension. So he gets fired, filed this complaint to an arbitrator. They were seen, and he only reduced, got reinstated, got rehired, and was only punished with 15-day suspension. So you think he's gonna do it again? Who knows? Go and give you another one more. A Florida sergeant, German Boscu, I think that's how you pronounce it. He was fired for tampering. He kept tampering with evidence in 2013, with also 40 internal affairs complaints, which 16 of them were battery charges. So 40 internal affairs complaints with 16 of battery excessive force. He was reinstated. So you have a Seattle police officer. You have a another police officer that was he killed a guy. The guy called the police, and then he came out, unarmed black man, came back, sat down, unarmed, in the back. Police officer killed him. They sued him. His family sued him. Later on, a police officer, a couple of years later, was reinstated. So you can get all the trainings in the world. You know what's right from wrong. But yet, after the training, if you know you can go to an arbitrator for killing a missing father, you get your job back or suspension. For hitting a woman, get your job back or suspension. For tampering, for evidence, and then excessive force, which means equates to brutality, you can just get suspension, don't get fired. Well, you know, if you can go to a job or any children to play and know that they ain't gonna really get a smack on the fist, a smack on the wrist, I mean, it kind of contributes to the behavior. So we need to tighten up. We need to get better. Arbitration, that system, they need to fix that. That's not right, because it contributes to brutality against missing fathers and even sometimes death. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Wanted to say I love you guys. Once again, welcome, share, like the videos, hit that that notification bell, and I will see you next week. God bless you. I love y'all. Keep supporting. Missing fathers, we come for you to help you to heal, restore, and build. Males, listen up. Boys do what they want to do. Men do what they have to do. God bless you.